Hey, what's up? Justin here, and what I wanted to talk about today is hope. So I think it's important to believe that there is out there somewhere some kind of better life, some kind of contentment, maybe some fulfillment of our dreams to some extent. And even if it's just make-believe and it's just pretend in our heads, a lot of life is just pretend and play anyway. So it's important to have that mindset and that belief that we can create in ourselves that there is some kind of better life out there and that we can hope for that. Now, it's not to say that when we get there, then everything's going to be beautiful and smell lovely and just everything's going to be happy. There is going to be maybe like some kind of letdown, but the process of coming out of a sickness and the process of coming out of a funk is actually, some would say, even a better and a greater happiness than just being happy in general, because you get that comparison of what you've just experienced, the darkness or the sickness maybe, and you're coming out of that and you get that fuel and that energy and that hope and that momentum that's going to push you forward. And once you get to the state where maybe you think you've achieved what you want to achieve, maybe it's not the big thing that you thought it was, but that whole process of going through that, hoping that there's something out there that's going to make you happy, and then pushing and pulling yourself out of a funk, that process is going to make you happy in itself. So it's kind of fun to repeatedly pull yourself out of a funk and pull yourself out of a funk and the sickness and all that kind of stuff. That's the real effort and the journey and the fun bit. When you come out of that, you can actually be a little bit happy in the process. And maybe there is some kind of life out there that's really just beautiful and everything's just nice and rosy, but I haven't got there yet. So hope practically is really what makes a lot of the world go around and really what creates a lot of the energy, because when you perform an action, you're really hoping that it's going to go well. It's going to create some kind of success for yourself or maybe for other people. Now, when we have that hope, we do have to nurture that seed, because that is that kind of thing that's going to move us into action. We have to nurture it, but not also be attached too much to the external whims and wishes and ebbs and flows of the world, because we still have to have our own internal life, which is more valued than the external life in a sense, because we've got that spiritual nature to ourselves. But we still need to have that little hope that's nurtured in there, and it's the interest and the curiosity. I wonder if this is going to succeed. It's the interest that is our leadership, and the curiosity that is our hope in a way, because we're really seeing what potential we have or what we're made of. All the energy and the effort that our parents, hopefully, or maybe society, or everyone that's come before us, and everyone who's built these systems and structures and these abilities for us to feed and clothe ourselves and all that kind of stuff, all that energy is already there, and it's built on optimism and investment and hoping that the future is going to be better. So it's almost our responsibility to continue that journey and that fuel and that energy, and have that little spark of hope that shares the optimism and the inspiration to the people around you, and actually is a catalyst for a lot of the action and the structures and the systems moving forward in this world that we live in currently. So having our internal life, nurturing that seed of hope, maybe something is going to be successful, and that curiosity about whether we can live up to our potential, or maybe something is going to be really just amazing in the future. Nurturing that and having that as a fuel and a seed and a purpose as a way we can act, maybe inspire other people, I think is really important. And even if it is just a make-believe kind of wish that we've put in our heads, I don't think there's much of a downside to it anyway. So I hope you guys get some sort of value from this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.